Hello, thanks for joining us today. In this video guide, we're going to be showcasing how you can build smart components within Vertex BD. Smart components are things such as brackets, which automatically include service holes to the top track of a model, for example. Creating and utilizing these smart components in your projects will save you multiple hours of design work and are extremely beneficial. To begin with, let's bring in our connector or bracket into Vertex BD. The connector can be an IFC file or a 3D WG file, and we just drag this over into the modeling window of Vertex as shown to begin the process of adding it into BD. The file import window will be displayed. Within this example, we are happy with the default settings, so we're just going to press OK. Now, as you can see, our file is imported, and we can then begin adding it to our component library. We right-click, select Save Building Component to Library, and the window for this will be presented. Within here, we amend the code section to bracket. We can then add a description and then select a place for the component within the library via the Select button here and selecting our desired destination as shown. You can also give it your own name, such as your company name, etc. Once you've completed applying your desired settings, just select the OK button to complete adding it to the library. From here, we can close the bracket and go back to our main model window. Let's quickly hide the top track by selecting it and hitting the H key. And now, if we go to our component browser, we can navigate to our newly added bracket to use this in our model. We can then place our bracket onto our model. In this instance, let's choose a new reference point for our bracket. We can capture this point here with the snap and set local origin option, and then constrain to the Z-axis and select the point here in line with the top plate. With that done, we can then place our bracket. That applies successfully, and then we can unhide our top track that we previously hid. Now that part of creating our smart component is done, let's go on to creating our service hole that we require. First, we go into the joint menu and connection details. Within here, we navigate to notching tools, and within here we have the hole option. We double click this to select it, and we will set the diameter to 34.14. We then can add this to our model, so we right click and select snap to middle of these 2 points, and then we press escape once placed. If you do not see the red machine tool within your modeling, you can press the M key on your keyboard, which hides or unhides the tool. Next, we will pick the top track, select Advanced, and then select Modify Part by Model. We then select our machine tool we placed previously and then hit OK. Now when we pick the top track, it adds our service hole that we have created. From this point, let's take a look at creating a selection group. So to do this, we select our bracket and our machine tool and then right click, select Advanced, and then create selection group. We will call it bracket. A selection group means if one is selected, I can select both then really easily. The next step is for us to select the panel as we want our bracket to be on our panel drawing, so we are going to connect the bracket and machining tool to the panel also. Now when I pick the panel, they both also go green due to them now being linked. Final thing we want to do is to create the building group. To get this done, we can select both and right click, select Advanced, and then select Create Building Group. We now need to select a reference point, so we will hide the top track again, and then we will select the center point here. The Create Building Group window will then display where we add our building group name of bracket. It will go into our building groups folder in the component browser, and we will need to create a new library. So we will select the browse option shown and then select custom libraries and right click and create new library. Within here we will select a template library of system, and then we will give the new library a description of my building groups. Once that's done, we can double click that to select it, and then we just want to make sure our input style is selected as connecting component, and then we complete creating the building group by selecting OK. Now that's been successfully created, let's go to the other side of our model and apply our building group there. We go into Components, navigate to our Building Groups section, and then select our bracket. We then spin the bracket round on its Z-axis by 180 degrees. And then we place it here in the center, matching the location of the one we did on the opposite side. Now, when we restore hidden and select the top track, as you can see, it automatically adds our required service hole. You can have as many brackets and machining tools as you like within your building groups, and adding and creating these will help you to save multiple hours of design work across your projects you create within Vertex BD. Thanks for joining us for this video guide. Stay tuned for more great guides and tutorials to help you get the most out of your Vertex software.